Okay, so we're going to come back to completing the square. When we looked at this before, we were really focusing on what the technique was to solve these, well, to get these into that format. So we'll just recap on that first, and then we'll look at what the further benefits were that we briefly looked at. So if I look here, I will, as before, I will halve this value. I will then subtract that 1 squared, which is 1, and then we need to tidy up. Okay, now in that format, if we remember rightly, thinking about transformations, how this thing moves, now the minus 4 here will pull the graph down. So we will be looking at minus 4. Now, if you remember rightly what the effect of these type of functions are, it means in that case then this one is going to move to the left by 1. In that case then will be over here, if I put here minus 1. So now what we're looking at is the turning point on y equals x squared was originally there, 0, 0, but now it's going to be at this point here at minus 1, minus 4. And you have to forgive me, as long as I just focus on getting this point in here, I can't guarantee where those go through, but we can see that that is how the vertex of this has shifted. Now, furthermore, you might take a look at questions like these and you manage to complete the square, but you're not too sure what happens in this section. Now, we'll talk about as well from this one, the symmetry, the idea here of where the graph falls. So if we take a look here, the graph is symmetrical about the point x equals minus 1. I'll pop that up here to remind you. Okay, symmetrical about x equals minus 1. Now this graph, same symmetry, so we're looking at the new vertex falling at, now it would be 3 up, you will be happy with that, but here what does this 2 do? Well, we're still considering what value of x will make this part equal to 0, and it's still going to be minus 1. So if you were to draw this, you're still thinking, well, what effect does this have? Well, taking a look here, we still have here minus 1, 3, around there. Now, a standard graph may look like this, but that 2, all it does, so it appears that it gets to larger values quicker. So that's how you'll see the graph change. But when you are asked, what's the vertex become, you still use the same technique.